So apologies for not even doing the last episode of Dragon Ball Super. I'm not even gonna lie, I generally, this is the honest video, I didn't care about that episode at all. Like, every time I went to watch it and all that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like, I really got disappointed with it. It's like, the kind of the one punch jump from like Vegeta. So like, wow, Vegeta, I didn't know you actually took lessons from Saitama. Turns to one punch, and don't give me that stuff about like, you know, he was exhausted already. And pick like these are supposed to be Universe 6 fighters. Vegeta just went in Super Saiyan like that, and it's like, how are like these Universe 6 fucking fighters, like, how are they just being beaten by a Super Saiyan form and all that? It's like, these fucking Universe 6 guys are really disappointing so far. And I know all of us have got fucking hopes on like Kava and like also as well we got hit. There are our last two shots, and I hate to even say, like, I genuinely didn't think that Mageta, out of all of them, was gonna be my favourite fight so far, and that shows a lot for the quality of Dragon Ball Super's Universe 6 up. So for what we can see with like Mageta, like his whole ability is to actually produce lava like out with his body after drinking it. He's like able to use, since like they made a special kind of enclosed like area around for him, and well, that was kind of a little bit sneaky on the whole point of Champa, as it was actually making like Vegeta like fall out of exhaustion. I'm like, you've dealt with Super Buu, you've like had a little tussle with Beerus. How is a little bit of sweat done for you, like, doing this much for you? And I'm like, I just, like, generally from, like, the start, it's like, okay, yeah, he's going to use Final Flash, but it's like, even I can know, it's like, dude, you got to go from the bottom and all that. It's like, you got to go down there because you know how the air is rising. It's like, well, this is the whole thing with this raid. Like, they actually made a little hole so they could actually escape, you know, get some air out of there, so they just literally just don't die and there's no oxygen left in this area. And, like, Vegeta is just like, yo, fuck this bullshit, I'm going to do Gallic Gun. And I'm like, okay, shit, we're bringing Gallic Gun back like that. We haven't seen that in a while. Literally does nothing like that after, like, he's just slicing lava. I did like that he was actually, he used the molten lava and he, like, hardened it up and used it as a club. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of did like that. Even when he was able to, like, you know, barely just avoid getting, like, hit by, knocked out by Mageta, I'm not gonna lie, when I thought Vegeta was knocked out, I was like, oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god, is he gonna lose this way? This is so fucking bullshit. And then he came out, I was like, oh, a little fucking pebble of the actual arena is what saved him, and he's safe. And I'm like, oh my god. To be fair, this shouldn't even happen. It should be, like, if this is the fact that Vegeta is getting, like, Super Saiyan 1 and he's getting each other, it's like, why the fuck, like, he's doing the same thing as Goku. Like that, he's just go out there, finish him off, go Super Saiyan God if you fucking have to, because there you go. And that's why I'm glad about the promo, like, at least with that. Like, I'm really happy with that. Like, we're going to be seeing some Super Saiyan, like, blue in that shit. But it's like, when you got to that part from it, like, Vegeta got super pissed and he blew up the entire fucking arena that built up. And the whole thing of Champ is like, why did he, like, fucking break it? Or, like, how was it able to be that breakable? And he said, like, oh, I don't care, just make any kind of one like that from, like, what Vardas. I'm like, oh, Champ, you don't think, like, the fact that you had to get this, you have to do all this, you have to have one slime motherfucker do this stuff. And like, and even as well, like, adding these special rules and all that, it's like, oh my god, Universe 6, fucking Christ, you ass. Like, oh my, you've got a cheater in the midst on that, you've got a motherfucker that just got flipped over, you got this fucker as well, which is actually the best one out of them so far, whose main fucking shtick is, generally doesn't work unless you enclose him in an area. Like, come on. Like, come the fuck on, really. Like, this is what we got from Universe 6, and Mageta's the best one. He's the fucking best one so far. Even he took a final flash, which I'm not, like, yes, the one thing in this episode is like, okay, they're actually animating stuff. This actually looks good. I'm really happy that, you know, that some of the animations look nice. But the fan of me is like, Final Flash is one of the fucking coolest things in Z. I fucking love that, and it's like, it doesn't look that destructive. It just looks like a simple energy blast. Whilst in fucking Dragon Ball Z, you could see like the fucking sky was changing like that. You could see like tornadoes happening. The ground itself crumbling like that. It's like the fucking earth itself is shitting itself for what Vegeta's gonna fire. And this is like, oh yeah, it's like going on the meteorites and it's firing on some little energy beams and all that. It was like, so it's not. It just didn't look that impactful really compared to it. And he's like, Fido! Flash! maybe it might have been like the voice actor as well and all that. Like, so, I really wish that it was like kind of him because I'm used to that. Like, I kind of not that big fan of like Vegeta's Japanese voice actor like too much and all that. Like, that's just because, you know, I grew up with the English, so that's how I know him. But it's like seeing from that, and then that wasn't even, and it was just like the thing that fucking beat him in the end after everything, and it was just like he insulted him by calling him a piece of scrap metal. And this is the thing with their like whole race and all that. You insult them, they're pretty much useless. So Vegeta didn't fucking win on his own fucking strengths. He won because he just decided to call him a fucking piece of shit, and then that caught him off guard because he took the fucking punch as well. He took the fucking final flash. I was like, yo, Mageta, he's a fucking beast. Like, I'm going like, and then I had to think about it. I was like, wait a minute, that's retarded. It's like, I don't know what's dumber, the one shot or that, like, in a way. And it's like, and I still have to call this the best fight so far. I have to call it the best fight, because it is. It fucking is. I shouldn't be saying this though as the best fight. I shouldn't. I should be like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. Oh my god. Like, at least the preview looks hype. I'm not gonna say what's a part of the preview because, like, hey guys, like, I'm pretty sure like a lot of you guys have seen that preview, but just for the small amount of you, like, I mean, even though there's huge spoilers in there, like in that preview, I'm like, wow, they don't give a fuck to like care. Like, I don't even think Toei cares anymore. They're just put it out, fuck it. Like they're gonna watch it, they're gonna complain anyway, they're gonna get hyped either way. And from what it looks like, like the actual next fight, it looks really sick, like that, you know, like from what we've seen into it. So I'm really excited for that. And with the whole hit, you know, we're getting closer to hit. That's the one thing I can say. Like, I'm looking forward to hit, and I'm guessing Monaka's probably going to be a joke like that, because like that's kind of like how most things are, unless he gets super serious. There's something that triggers him, and then he turns into a big buffy version of Monaka that like fucks people up. So we'll have to wait and see, honestly, from that. But honestly, from this like the entirety of it like that, I like it. It's a good episode. It should be a great one though, and it's like animation, yeah, was I think like for the most part that was the best part of the episode. That the animation was really on point. I've got to give it credit on that. It's really me being a stickler for the Final Flash though. It's like the Final Flash didn't look fucking cool compared to Z. Like that Z's one is like the fucking earth is shaking. This one is like, oh, I shoot some little light energy off some fucking rocks like that. So it's like, that's me though. That's fucking me. That shouldn't come off the fucking review itself like that. That's just me on that part. So that's just personal preference, not the actual review part coming into it. But apart from that, it's like, this is the best fight. This is so far the best that Universe 6 has to offer. A fucking that motherfucker that reflect things that got flipped over. A fucker that cheated, that got one-shotted. And then also as well, a fucker that one who can't fly, that shoots lava, he was a giant metal man, and he lost because he got insulted. Yo, Universe 6, man. Yo, we've come a far way from our cells, from our freezers, from our booze, like, from even fucking beers. It's like, this is what we've got. These are what we call villains, guys. These are fucking antagonists for an arc. Please hit. Please, God, like, please be good. Please be good. We can salvage some stuff out of here. I mean, I'll generally say I didn't like last week's episode. I really didn't like this. I liked this one a lot more. So I think being fair, like, it was a fine episode. The way how he beat him though is so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Like, I am sold with him. It's like, I'd like to say a 5.5, because like, there's a 5.5 to a nearish 6. I think it's a fine episode, but it should have been an 8. But it's like, you had so many dumb fucking things in this one like that. And that's even taking the personal preference out of the fucking, like, the final flash out of it. I think it's above average to like a 6, and that shouldn't be Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super should be 8 to 9. That's what it should be. But I don't know. I know, like, people are gonna rage to the fucking score probably either way and like that. People are gonna go, no, fucking Dragon Ball Super split. So it's like, if Dragon Ball Super was the best, we would be getting more. Universe 6 would be more of a fucking challenge. So I'm hoping there's a bit afterwards where, like, off the hat, like these guys off the fucking cuff like that get to go all out. So that's what I'm hoping for, and I hope to see like Champa fight to be sick. But yeah, considering that there's 1 or 2 real good moments in like in Beerus's arc with Battle of Gods, and I generally didn't care for most of fucking Frieza's Resurrection of S Saga. Apart from a moment or 2, it's like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing every super arc. There's a good part, there's like 3 good parts or so. And then the rest is either meh, above average, or shit. So, I'll leave you with that, guys. But that's all from me, so thank you much for watching. As always, if I haven't insulted you Dragon Ball fans, then you know where to like and subscribe. Probably dislike as well, I'm betting by this point. But that's all from me, so I'll catch you guys next time.